you really need an update for Alma, Missouri 1.1? Let's figure it out. So right before update 1.1 dropped, I downloaded the last version of the map. So we still have Field 5 as being only one farmland. There's no Alma logistics over here. None of that, none of the new items in the dairy or anything like that. So we're gonna load up the new version of Alma and see what things out of the changelog have actually been added and what's not added. All right, here we go. Getting it updated, all 699 megabytes. Game save's still there. We're good to go. Oh, the picture's changed. That's not what I'm used to seeing. So we're in. What's changed? All right, we'll start at the top here. Alfalfa has been added, which could be sold, turned into silage, or used as animal feed. Just gonna utilize Farmland 29 right here. And cheat it in, and yes, alfalfa is in. I'm assuming since we could put the alfalfa down, we can also put it in here and chaff it up. That looks like chaff to me. It's been leveled out. We could blanket it, and now we have fill level silage. There it is, and we can unblanket it, just like so. Cool, well that's easy. So alfalfa works. Do want to be thorough though, so here's dried alfalfa, aka hay, and we should be able to deliver this to our horses right here if it works just like regular hay, and it does, and we're good. Alfalfa is double good. Check mark. Moving on. Next one on our list, soybeans now produce usable straw after harvest, which acts as regular straw. Does it now? It should, but we're just gonna double check it in case. So we've got our straw here. Don't have access to the land. What? Oh, did I not buy this? Oops. Don't tell anybody that happened, okay? Cool beans. Coming through here, rock and roll, straw is dropping and we are good. I do not have the extended straw crops mod from Yoast installed. This is what everybody's gonna get. Sweet! All right, the next two kind of go together. So they are field layout updated with the map now feature 38 fields, and farmland layout updated, which now contains 47 farmlands. And this is kind of interesting. So this right here is the area in question. So farmland 38 used to be this whole thing. Maybe it was 37 then, I don't know. But I do know that without a new save game, it is split up, which is really intriguing. I'm a bit curious to see how this is going to be handled. So when we're right across from the main farm, this is the area that we were talking about. And then right on the other side of it here, this is the area that's been removed from that. Okie dokie. Well, what happens since we're in here now and it thinks it's a different crop, I think, or a different field? I am kind of curious. I'm going to change this to something else. Canola. That works. What did it change? Oh, interesting. So it looks like we may have missed a bit. Yeah, around. Okay, so the field depths are not exactly where they were, and it's just a hard cutoff now right here. That's wild. I wonder where the field depth for this field is now. Let's see. Let's go in. I'm going to use field options here, and we'll do, I don't know, corn? Corn's good, right? Let's click that. And then you can see right here, everything that's in wheat is actually the old field. And there's a little bit of wheat here still too. So that tells me, actually there's a lot around on the edges. Sometimes the edges aren't going to be exactly perfect, but that tells us that this was likely repainted altogether and redone. So yeah, if you've started in and the field is in a certain state, it's going to stay like that. And the good thing is too here. So this is something else you may not think about. These farmlands are right beside each other. So you could buy both of them and it's exactly like it was. But it's such an interesting thing now. And there's just no man's land right in the middle of it right here. That's crazy. So did you need a new save game for this to work? No, this worked. This was actually the one thing I thought wouldn't work. I'm starting to think you may not need a new save. Moving on. So the next one is a new store added, Alma Logistic. And this one's going to be interesting. So it should be back here. That. It is there. I think we can all agree that does say Alma Logistics. However, there's no trigger for it. In a new save, there's a trigger for it right out front, and it works great. However, not now, not here, nothing. But I can tell you a way to get around this. So, not to like keep throwing Yosa's name out there, but he does have a mod. It's called the Farm Pallet Shop. As a matter of fact, he has a free version of the Farm Pallet Shop as well. So if you didn't want to start a new save, using a controller is going to be difficult because you can't get that in there. But if you owned the land, you could put this right in front of it and it would essentially be the same thing. So, do you need a new save game to get the trigger for Alma Logistics here? Yes. But the trigger's technically already a mod, but you could put down. As long as you own the land, but you could put it down. Just saying, there's a workaround for this one. This one's kind of neat, and also doesn't need a new save game. So this is sped up the drying process in the corn dryer and added a smoke effect during the operation. Well, right here in front of us, this is where the corn dryer is. Now, as far as speeding things up, I'll be honest with you, I'm not quite sure. But, say at the top, you see there's nothing coming out of the top, right? So I'm gonna come in here and just turn it on. There's not anything in it. But it starts smoking. As long as you've got it activated, it works. No new save needed. There is one that I can't test and another one that I'm not quite sure I'll be able to test either. The reduced price for dried corn to better reflect its market value. I guess that just kind of is what it is. Also updated the sowing calendar for soybeans and wheat. This is another tough one because I didn't like write down what it looked like. And I'm pretty sure that's what wheat looks like. And we're soybeans, so they were right over here. I think that's a little different, but I'm not sure. So I think this is, yes, I think this worked. One we've already tested, alfalfa could be stored and compacted in bunker silos. We know that's a thing. Cornbread's been added to the bakery. Let's check that out. Yep, confirmed, cornbread is there. Fine corn flour in, cornbread out. No new save needed. Down near the bottom now, new dairy products been added with condensed milk yogurt, strawberry yogurt, cream chocolate milk, and kefir. Kefir? I don't know. But yeah, nope, they're all in there, man. It's all good. No new save needed. How about a fermenter added as a placeable, which converts grass, chaff, alfalfa, dry alfalfa into silage and digestate. Yep, there it is. Even showing us from Alma. Told you, I'm starting to think you don't need a new save game. And lastly, transport contracts have been fixed and now work as intended. Now, I never did these, but well, here they are. You've got your drop off and your pickup point and all the goodies. So I'm pretty sure they're working. They're here. Look, it's right here. So really, you got two things to consider here when it comes to a new save game on Alma, Missouri. Are you okay with this weird little middle piece right here, which you could easily, very easily come in and just kind of paint over it, and then whenever they come through again, like if you buy it and then sell the land, when they come through the next time, they'll just put it down. I mean, the field depths are a little wider than they're supposed to be, but who's going to complain about that? You could just buy this field and be good to go with it. Actually, buying this whole area, what would that cost? Let's see, that is $546,000 and $168,000. So together, whatever that is, I'm not allowed to do math on camera after what happened in 2019. We won't talk about it. But yeah, you could easily buy this whole area and just turn this into a field that you own at the beginning, even though I kind of prefer to own the other ones. You could buy both of these and then like you're done. You're good to go. But I guess if you're starting at the very beginning, you already probably own those. Yep, and Alma Logistic, which there's a mod workaround for it. Everything else seems to be good, fine. Good, fine. Good and fine. So do you need a new save? Not really. No, especially if you've got tons of hours on here. You don't. Hopefully you haven't deleted your old saves, and if you've started a new one, good news. You could scrap that if you want to. You don't have to. And this is giving a good opportunity for everybody to kind of restart on Alma and do something a little bit different and try something new. But hey, good news, I don't think you have to. And that's it. That's all I've got for you. Nice and simple. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like, get subscribed if you're new. Enjoy the DjGoHam fam. If you got any questions or if there's anything else you think I missed, hey, let me know. Otherwise, have an awesome day. We'll see you in the next one.